impulse purchased a $785,000 apartment?
I wish I could. No, I haven't. But I mean, we look on the issue of Minister Ley. Look, we don't concoct a $1.3 billion medical announcement. She was there for work, and she had other work to do. The fact that this happened concurrently was not the reason she went there. She went there for a $1.3 billion announcement, and that's part of your job. That's what you do. I mean, and when you say, oh well, she flew up there. Well, I was up at the Sunshine Coast yesterday, and I'm back down here today because of white spot disease. It's what we do for work. It's how we run the show.
Isn't it also during trips? Have you had time to go house shopping or apartment shopping?
I think my wife would be a bit upset if I went house shopping without her. So we've got one house, and I love it.
Does this pass the pub test? Surely not.
Look, that's a question. Look, that's a question for Minister Ley. But everybody, the insinuation that's been made is that she went there for the purpose of buying a house, and that is wrong. That is wrong. That is not the reason she went there. She went there for, I think, a $1.3 billion medical announcement. Now, we can't just dream those things up. I mean, that has to go through a whole process, and the date for the announcement was made, and it was in the Gold Coast, and she went there to do that announcement and did other jobs on the day. And, well, congratulations, she bought herself an apartment.
Shouldn't she outline who she met with? She said she met with stakeholders on the Gold Coast.
Well, I can't speak for Minister Ley on that.
You said it is a question for Minister Ley. Should she be standing up today to answer that question?
Well, I think she's made a statement. The statement's there. And I understand how this process of expenditure review committee works, how the Treasury works. They don't just flippantly allow you to make $1.3 billion announcements. This would have been planned over a long, long period of time, including the day of the announcement, which was programmed for the Gold Coast. She went to the Gold Coast, she made the announcement.
Even though she says it's within the rules, even though she says, you know, this was well within the rules, do you admit, though, that when things like this happen, this is exactly why voters get sceptical about the government, about politicians, and also start going off to the minor parties?
Well, it's hard to explain the job unless you're in it. And, you know, I can only talk sort of like my couple of days. Yesterday morning I hear that it's got white spot and green prawns. That's the end of my time with my wife and family. I'm back to work, working here to try and make sure we fix this issue up. This is an issue where you're time constrained. If you're a senior minister, you're going to be time constrained. And that one of the reasons we have Squadron 34 is there for the purpose of getting around the country.